Okay. In the end, let me go through my statement. My recommendations be the amount of buying. But answer any recommendations, no. Declaration men how you know and pay.
Declaration is a business community I Ghana ha.
Yes.
One the to me SMNSA.
Okay.
Say we share any cost exchange rate, inflation, any interest rate. Edi nyapa.
Okay.
I say will be a sika and then would the Nibia jetry true exchange rate in Kwano ashe by over 50%.
Over 50%.
Over 50%.
Just exchange rate.
From beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So make me jetry a year 620,000
Ghana cedis.
Ghana cedis. Na me to $100,000.
Yes.
And nay maton yemana we me jetry na mde year adwuma na 620,000. Me sa koto dollar biwa mint to $50,000.
Wow. From $100,000 no
to about 49,000.
Yeah. Over to 49,000.
About yeah. Intina when you she on say titibi on say titibrano na yema menom omutimi ka say majuma me ye na hye ma anya hwe as a motia bi afame sika that time na ye sa economic indicators ya eniti no omudi omunim
yeah
enti sane man ene ye ka say e wosika no ahye tese wonfa anya hwe nkokokubre na on say the arrow who ne say anything na be bought 3 pillars
yeah
ono na businesses ejina so enya fapem
exchange rate
ni na exchange rate interest rate
on loans
and inflation yeah na some yen say na no abubu eye mfa nsesa for buchia bi ene eye miensa ne na ni gina so ni na abubu tinesia no ye ni gina bia enti make us exchange rate ahwim 50% free yesika so no
yeah
na interest rate and so edge edibo nkumoje say interest rate na akwakodu be 38%. Eninti some busia ya sika ya make
38%.
Yes,
interest rate.
And reference rate in here 27.2.
Policy rate from Bank of Ghana.
Reference rate in here 27.2.
Yeah. Okay.
Eninti na trigger commercial lending rate it can be because there's no cap. Other jurisdictions and Casambre Yankee and 1 3 acre no Kazenka Bank of Ghana Kase for the purposes of the crisis that we
are interest rate
beyond this level. It's ye janitra ada ye share our council of state one mobile ye busa say why don't you provide a cap on the interest rate one say we are in a liberalized economy. That's all that they said.
Who told you that? Why the kind?
Bank of Ghana and the kind. It's ye ni abambo ebia wom. I just say when we are in crisis situation,
BDCs ne call they had an arrangement for BDCs
exactly.
I be imported fuel abano
exactly.
Na almost some kind of safeguards. We say ebia omo dollar ye de be ma no ye be pegging at a particular rate
exactly
for them to be comfortable
exactly.
Then na moment me nye bibi sa
yes and no and na yana because say one policies yana is in favor of the banks rather than the customers and inti no na esa ben na san men na account so share me documents am there we are to bo ase kan pa na afi manager agenda ne pursue who wants a bit me aboa o man Ghana pa because ye yinsem bebre ano e won eho eninti so wo hwa wono no ayisa ska ya meka say ahwan by 50%.
Yes.
So bosia na akobo ya 38% no so no na say no so de wo ko be say yearly interest now be to no ono so do number 250,000 I will be to ya 250 no free 620 what if free crowd ya dollar no crane to to ebia be to be 20,000 let's say you are gone. Where is your business? It is the state, the extent of the full womb and inti I am saying ma me say ni gina so the full work na no yes ye na yen kamum food and beverages for ebe support and exporters and importers woman so trade statement be support as one factor mobile hobby said the esi kono obi a serious businessman bia enyina ho enjoku around say the year ni say ye per se you give a pinch to have a sense of urgency of what is going on.
So far our agency from aban mu hui.
Wow, almost say the entire ya ni e kasa ni say on say ye ni eda ye just so say exchange rate cost through. Yeah. Interest rate cost through we cost through obi aka. And so obiara ka wonim the few ye na eda ye gya ho na ye ti say esisian na eba say ekosuri na won say ye nka yasem won say ya na ye kasa ade no kra ye global effects ye global problem inflation a global problem but once we need to say we journalists who say even advanced nations na sa inflation ne exchange rate ko na wo mo demonstration One call demonstration every day. One call more advanced nation on the county. Say, oh, crobim, no be beat yawa. It is all we are. And so with me, can't no authorities in who say, and part be yo. A dear bakwa, a ma a high empire, and say, so we are journalists here. May you sure so what now we see you ha. I'm a winning pennyphobia, akasa, ewa depreciation. I'm a be a defending depreciation, say, a good. Yeah. What was a good for export? Ye wo ebi no kra so a wo musu timi ka se yema sidi na ho de no sododo ne yema no fa anu an level wono wontra anti bi da says kana and depreciate for its level eti ye dwedi ni no na what bibi say da then one hwe ya wo beka se bia na boapayo bi so kakra abam se bia ebi so a na ebetimi aboa aban amu anya more cities e de aye Nempunjuma be no kika. Na se wona woda se agel so na ade no so ese wunuma. Na se enisa wo ye nhwe ha. Eniti na make say ye nkan asem. Na ye kan asem na ban hu amanehunu a ye wo mu a. Na se menim se me wo gidie se aban e wo solution.
The be mama.
Yes, because this is not beyond the government.
No, but sa solution no ho a. Why do you think there was a mu take action as a solution naba?
Yes, and also medical can be a actual say a beer will be a bit me say it has its advantage. Economy is in the breaker. A being so to make us a scanner you're too strong, you're man funny level. When we started to near what idea be a friend devaluation. Devaluation, you know, especially the military government, you know, one more year near maybe a one more true become was okay, scanner so no don't devalue by 50%. A pass an advantage. Yeah. When ya cities and then the sick and local currency no more. No it media undertake. It you said then sir I dream na be see trim say ana some of these things. And it say what me ya na wo ka wasam say adenu kume. Adi di minya. Enti aban soro waka. Na say she bi kura na wo ya yenintam na yen stabilize currency yes yenya yadwuma entimi nyina because
the three most important things are for mu traders no and is a currency no any stable
exactly
sisia no and mo check here no $1 is saying cedis
as yesterday no na 13
edu 13 $1
yeah be at 12.7 12.8 oh yeah no be I can 13 point what's I don't know. Say the city no obia no take advantage what say the shortage be or man I say yeah na demand too much obia call na say there's no control and it ya na a range of that
okay and this here no say e was a ban hweme stabilize a e ba be sen na mo be comfortable like dwedini bia we ka say we die afedie
okay so
it was 13 e ba be sen 8 cities 9 cities 10 cities.
When you say, I don't know, Yana and then they are say stabilize.
It is not 13 now.
Well, sir, stability, sir.
At least predictable with the plan.
Sir, and one of your near Bacocra, Sanya Yafaya Canada. Now, a son could be a academy. So what I say, there should be a breaking point. Yeah. But we shouldn't also be behave, say, because of the war in Ukraine, because of the COVID pandemic.
Yeah,
and yema aginsem enti ano na da bia ye quote to say because of the global effects in it yetimi as an economist. No, I won't accept that. Because even in this global village that we are no, who are our immediate neighbors? Yeah, immediate neighbors here.
Cote d'Ivoire,
Togo, Burkina Faso. If they are not being consumed by the same global factors, then
why Ghana?
There's something fundamentally wrong. I see a timid diagnosis that you have to near first solution to it.
And Sadia and Sono Yadia, managers of the economy should identify and deal with.
Exactly. So if it is not something that is going in their favor.
But what kind of inflation Makai say the IMF one African director Abebe Selassie Akasa at a recent news conference, and I think Joy Business are reporting or say quote on inflation. I mean again, there are always trade-offs when you are doing policy calibration, and so in our regional economic outlook, we are very careful to flag that there are some countries where inflation has clearly been driven more by domestic factors than exogenous factors, external factors.
Yes.
Or say, I think Ghana will fall in that camp.
Category, yes.
In the camp, domestic factors now air drive inflation more than exogenous factors.
Exactly. Say, Brofuni be outside, but what me say, or more calculation no because me were professor bia me manu ba ho no associate professor one of the American wa ba one dey na adwuma ne say afi no osua the economy of Ghana.
Okay.
Eno ngika ho nti obekọ no asem bi on mo kana sa wo gi na changes what temperature you might be wrong. You understand? And it some of this information might be true because I've always said inflation we are no, it's not as a result of the normal inflation na yehu say excess liquidity or excess supply of money chasing fewer goods because you niema bebre we ya so
niema shortage
niema bunkam yeso the problem is accumulation of cost eti ye gina fa ko na cost no bop so sa eno ne yen inflation
inflation we drivers no will not be the normal drivers of inflation na yenim no.
Exactly.
Where they say
accumulation of cost.
Hu kakra.
Etimami chow. Anything na afiwe nkwa Bank of Ghana aba inflation no mu so obesolve 4 times.
Wow.
Anytime bia na or the monetary policy rate no be ba no. Uba say any 3 weeks uba say inflation has control because the solution no came to compound the problem because it added another layer of cost to doing business.
But how about almost right? I'll come into before some people question into declaration and we say members no money day.
So young close shops na first na the entire year close shops no.
Mun close shops for how long?
Close
indefinite.
Oh no, Debbie.
Okay.
Okay. Because the essence is not to punish ourselves.
Okay.
The essence is not to punish the consuming public. Okay. The essence is not even punish government.
Okay.
All that we are doing is say yes, you say we say this is our plight. This the extent of our suffering. So that they will expedite a little more action on some of these things, and that we believe that government should have solution. Because and yes, I say you chrono, you need solution be anti autopilot.
It is the same animal for how many days and how many hours?
From Echina
Echina Wednesday.
Echina Wukuo. Yawo Efie. Meme. Ni abie no adwada.
As in power now, okay.
You be in it.
More to shops, more Echina. Never be any Monday. Mr. President, now the bonnet I am.
You're quite scano shit.
In the Everton, you're ever going.
Let me tell you, what's the Siano? Say you was capa and can the prudent thing that every businessman, a dear, a Kenyan sapa, a businessman, be a bay and say, and quanton in Yama. Nanka one local near Mano, Nanka what could power crazy be ada.
What about safe?
What about now? I appreciate it in value the goose, no. A goose, no, as provided it's not perishable.
Yeah.
That's the cost. A diabetes piano price no cost. Minimum companies in India or more eshedo pa bebre no aloko warehouses because by virtue of doing that, wobenya appreciation of value in the stocks only by about whatever level of change about system.
But locking shops, what my membership more be saying?
Yeah, ekua. Yeah, umbrella body for 68 trade associations union.
I mean, and for this decision, no, all the unions and the mono eka
will be a to the shop. In fact, a before no ankasa,
yeah,
and na share and say yen to shop.
No, I agree. But 68 unions under the umbrella body Guta.
Yeah.
And the two shops for 5 days.
Exactly.
No, it's even more than 5. That's 6 days.
Wednesday
to Monday. In 5 days.
Yeah. Ya can say yeah. Near to Makosi Fia than near being a memenda. One say na memenda na ebien e yemfa ngosi duada preko and wo sato me penny down. Well, I won't go for the bar. Well, as I go for the bar, joy for bar home. They captured it. It will win
almost settle.
Come on. What was the impact? Yenya near fanya sober reflection. Fear one most important thing yedi exercise when you say say yedi kama Ghanaian consuming public no it would say enye yen na yama prices akosro enti no eya ade a ye near the achieve that
who frame 100%.
ye who frame that be ye who frame enya no kra enya no kra say inflation kosro a say yeduma inflation kosro na say niam bo aye den no na say ye customer no o say aduma ye ne customers na ye aduma enti na so bia na one ni customer say so bi one man niam bo den to ni customers on ton hu enti so bia so ne niam efo kakra no on the ton niam no anya sika bebre enti ye ne customers na ye enti the moment a wo niam bo be kosro no ai wo be to niam no na say the ability of the a consumer to buy more no not what is so enti inflation what inflation succeed to do they say it reduces the purchasing power of the consumer and enti first no sika ko betimi dia to ne ma be edu no and then it says ka kro no betimi dia to 9 pe say e kopa saa na yenso yadwuma no ni nyina so pa fapem no eye wano your friend turnover na ye no no turnover no enemy yetimi tua ye suppliers ka eno na etimi bua yam yetua ye bank ka eno ngeka ho eti inflation ba ubon se wano na ye didwa no ubon se apem na si entimi inflation anase niam no bo kosoro a emwa adwadie kra so
but how about omo e ka say the current inflationary figures I record no are driven largely by food inflation enti in the inflation basket now say in Nyanina a form majority of the items in the basket and in Nyanina and I spoke to our Greek minister the last time I was in Nyanina in short but getting it from the farm gate to the market is not a problem traders say cow more the coffee battle transport fares are costro and we influence the price of food and the any impact on the general inflation figures.
And so
what do you say to that?
That's every three. So until we of one sa no one sa. On say what can say aduane de and can be ho. Well, who the cause of the high rise of the food.
Okay.
When we say this time I don't cry yet don't you the insecticides. A dropper with the size and on the ho. Dina ya dia krabo. And sekai enkuma aso machinery ayi motor bro popo ye na dia kabra okwani no enso all right so be calculate sa cost ni na no akachi ani no what dia can no buy ho then how can the akwani no be break even eti dia ma wo ho aduane wo ho ka wo nim say aduane na be pro wo akwani no wo ton ade no enso wo se me ton me boka enti no atum because of the problems until you cannot take away the imported inflation but
my other worry and I think more recommendations no ain't I've got messages from people and these are senior people in society omutie and omubu say me musa say specifically what do you recommend should be done to bring inflation down and to arrest the city depreciation.
I thank you so much.
Some recommendations need 12. We get into the recommendations.
Reading now,
Ekosiisen the higher sempa 94.7 FM. And the ultimate question is what we bring and they say if government decides to in the medium to long term, some person more arrested depreciation now. We have to cut imports. Yeah, cut import and so affect How do we balance the two? You better sound coming in after this short break. Stay with us, Ekosiisen.